Hi, welcome back to my Mind Matters channel. Today, I'm just going to give you one exam paper questions on social influence. Let's go to the question. So the November 2021 A-level paper, AQA, remember we are just, learning about AQA. Yeah, so 6 marks questions. The question is coming like that. Fewer people use single use of plastic items such as water bottles and plastic straws. So the question asking you, using your knowledge of social influence processes in social change, explain why fewer and fewer people are using single use of plastic items. First of all, you need to understand the question. Using your knowledge of social influence processes in social change, explain why fewer and fewer people are using single use of plastic item. Generally, from your general knowledge, you obviously, even though if you're not studying psychology, still you can answer the question, isn't it? But you need to use the social influence terms and explain the question. That's what they are expecting, because they want to see how far you understand this topic. Okay, so let's go to the answer. So I have shown the image here. So it's about, you can see that I mean, students are thinking about whether they use the plastic cup or not, because follow the norms, right? Say no to the single use of plastics, because they think like, okay, it's harm for the environment, so therefore we can't use it, because they know why this is harm, right? I don't want to explain that, but this is about the social norms. All the all of the uh, friends, or the your surroundings are doing one action, then obviously you are doing it, right? So this is called, we in conformity, we call this as compliance or normative social influence, right? If you want to explain the conformity, we can say this is like compliance, but in the terms of the social influence, we can call as normative social influence. So because people tend to follow the behavior of others to be accepted or liked by their social groups. As more individuals reject single use of plastics, avoiding them become social norms. People may conform to this behavior to avoid social disapproval or to feel part of the environmentally conscious group. So this is the answer. You can pick up some technical words, which is social norms and the conform, and also normative social influence. And what is the normative social influence? Why we are obviously, conforming any new behaviors. So those type of things you can explain in the name of the social influence. So either you can use the conformity, where you can explain, it's a compliance. Initially it start as a compliance, then it will go like internalizations. Yeah. Or okay, so this is one fact. Okay, we can go to the other fact. So in this case, we can see the other view, minority influence there. Some So initially, in this protest, like not using the plastic protest. Initially, a small group of environmentally aware individuals, like in this picture I show, initially some of their friends just talk about this. It's initially they talk and this avoid to just use the plastic items, right? And that's what it's saying. Initially, a small group of environmentally aware individuals, a minority campaign against plastic use. Through through being consistent, committed, and flexible, this minority influenced the majority over time. So minority people are just influencing initially, then their friends are watching them, watching their actions, then finally they also accept this because they know the benefit, right? For example, campaigns by environmental activists, scientists, and organizations have helped change public opinion. So most of the time, the campaign by environmental activists, yeah, scientists, those people are just help them to change public opinion, right? Right. So we can go to the next one. So we can go to the informational social influence as well. If you mention normative social influence in a one way, because some people are just doing it, therefore you are doing it without any realization, because the reason is you are stand out from the society or something like that. But informational social influence is different. As we know previously, people change behavior when they believe others have more accurate knowledge. So informational influence is like they are just thinking that even though they don't have lack of knowledge on this information, I mean about why this is affect the environment, but still they are just following other people because they think other people know better than them, right? Therefore they obviously follow them. As public awareness of environmental damage from plastic has increased, many adopt new behaviors based on this information because they go to the website and read, and they just watch the news, and they got the information, and also environmental expert, scientists, they obviously mention these things, and therefore they are just following that. This is called informational social influence. So I can point out that because of during the coronavirus, we all are using masks, even though some of the some people, they don't like it because they think like it's no point wearing the mask, and also they are not used to it. However, they obviously, we can take as a two influences. One is normative influences, and the other one is the informational influence. So the normative influence, when you are explaining the mask, because uh, majority people are just wearing the mask when they go outside, so it's quite odd to just go without mask during the corona time, right? Lockdown time. Therefore they're wearing it, even though they are not believing the mask will protect from the virus. They're still wearing it. And also the government rules, right? Obeying government rules is important, therefore they are wearing it, but they are not obviously trusting. Okay. So the other social influence is informational social influence. We can just even though we don't know much about the mask is protecting from catching the coronavirus, still they watch the news and they watch NHS, or they watch the medical or doctors just advising to wear the mask. Therefore they obviously, they I mean the people thought that time it's because they are the experts, so they listen the expert and following their the behaviors, right? Thank you for watching my channel. I'll come with another clip. Yeah, thank you.